Hey guys and gals, welcome to my HTC EVO 3D review, and I'll tell you right now, you're not going to need these glasses because this is a special type of 3D phone. We're going to get into that in a minute. The HTC EVO 3D is long awaited. It replaces the EVO 4G. This phone specializes in 3D recording at 720p HD, and it can shoot 3D still images in the MPO file format. This phone is also exceedingly snappy with a 1.2 GHz Snapdragon dual-core processor and 1 GB of RAM. Out of the box we have an 8 GB micro SD card and 4 GB of internal storage. It's a little light. I would have liked a little more storage, probably 16 or somewhere in the 20s. Just like the EVO 4G, the EVO 3D is capable of connecting to Sprint's 4G networks, and it supports up to 8 devices on a 3G or 4G Wi-Fi hotspot. Just like the Sensation 4G, the EVO 3D has a beautiful 960 by 540 SLCD screen, which we found to be bright and well defined. It's one of the higher end screens on the market. This phone employs a tag team of UI awesomeness. It has Android 2.3 Gingerbread and HTC Sense 3.0, which we've seen on the Flyer and the Sensation 4G, so it is a top-notch user interface experience. Call quality on this phone was mediocre, but we were roaming. If you live in a Sprint zone, 4G, 3G zone, you're going to be fine with this phone, but roaming, it just didn't have the quality that we've experienced on other phones. As far as battery life, this thing sucked a lot of battery. We had it fully charged. It went in